Did he tell the vicar? Harriet said in hushed tones, through a placeholder gritted smile in case they were under observation.
Yes, he told him at least, Sam said.
Where's the vicar now?
Round the back, having a cigarette.
What? Are vicars even allowed to smoke?
I don't know, but under the circumstances, I didn't feel I could tell him not to.
Harriet nodded. One for God to judge.
Did I cause this? With my stupid line about how he didn't have to do it?
Sam genuinely looked like he might cry. No, Harriet said, in an emphatic whisper. This isn't exactly something you do purely through the power of suggestion.
I should walk out to meet her, shouldn't I? Sam said. It'll be worse if she gets to the door.
Oh, God, definitely, Harriet said. The public humiliation would surely be unbearable if everyone saw her in her finery. If they realised at the same time she realised. The Christina who'd hired Harriet didn't seem the type to take any disappointment well, let alone catastrophe. She was dull-tiny, with jet-black hair and a self-assured, borderline haughty demeanour. The groom had been too busy to meet Harriet during the standard planning stages, and now she was wondering if that was significant. If he's definitely not coming back. Sam's face was panic and agony.
He's not?
I can't believe he's done this to you. And to her, Harriet said, aware that it was a slightly odd statement, given she didn't know the tosser. I can't believe a total stranger would behave this way. She glanced at the good-natured, expectant hubbub behind them, feeling crushed on their behalf. I'll walk out with you, she said, and Sam nodded thank you and gratitude. Heads down, they strode purposefully down the aisle, out into the churchyard and down the path, among the mossy gravestones. As they neared the road, Harriet saw a beribboned white Rolls-Royce slide up alongside the pavement and felt physically sick. Poor Christina. And poor Sam. He blew his cheeks out and exhaled, windily, stuck his fingers into his wild mop of curly hair, then seemed to remember it was tamped down with gel. It's not your fault, Harriet said, and Sam nodded, no longer able to communicate.
Wish me luck, he said eventually, in a pinched voice, as he left Harriet's side.
Good luck, Harriet said, quietly, though as the words hung in the air, they sounded violently tasteless. She realised she couldn't bear to even look, to see the moment the bride crumpled, and it was clear Harriet's contribution to the day was over. She strode briskly in the opposite direction, staring down at her cherry-red Doc Martens in the fallen cherry blossom on the pavement, silently counting the steps to busy her mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Harriet heard a scream rip through the air and stopped dead in her tracks, her heart pounding. She turned to see Sam being punched square in the face by a 5-foot 4-inch woman in an exquisite mermaid gown of ivory satin. Sam reeled back, clutching a bleeding nose. The father of the bride exited the car like a gorilla escaping a safari park, and the shouting began. 1. 1 month later.
Read me the menu again, would you? I've totally forgotten what we're having for main course,
Jonathan said, swinging his gleaming silver Mercedes lustily around a corner precariously close to a dry stone wall. It always took Harriet aback that John's driving was completely out of step with every other aspect of his demeanour. Put a steering wheel in his hands, and mild-mannered, cautious John became flamboyant, even cocky. Harriet unlocked her phone, scrolled to the relevant page, and read aloud. Aged Yorkshire venison, heritage carrot, ramson, miso cashew cream.
What's a ramson when it's at home? And I'm pretty vague on the properties of miso cashew cream, truth be told.